So far, the crew has cleared every hurdle naysayers have placed in their way. Columbus would be home to one of the 10 inaugural teams. Columbus has outperformed much larger cities. The true success indicator has been from the fans.
Well, it's going out.
Hey, Haas, welcome to the club. It's your host, Mars, and this is the Upper 90 Club Roundtable Podcast where we've clinched the playoffs. Nothing but good news tonight, boys. We're gonna talk around this roundtable about the Columbus Crew with Ben, Mort, Trey, and Haas. Say, we clinched. We were right about everything. We are the best.
We were right about everything.
Yeah.
Good morrow, sir.
Oh.
And may I say, tip of ye hat to you and yours.
I forgot to say that in addition to this podcast being a Blatz podcast, as well as an anti-Alicia Keys podcast, we are also, this is our third Renaissance Festival topic opener in maybe 5 or 6 weeks. Ben,
the way
it looks
the
like
gods have intended.
You finally got yourself a cloak, man.
Yeah, dog.
Were you at the fest?
Yeah, I got it before the fest at a wee little shop handmade at
Amazon
the Walmart for 30 shekels. And one chicken bone trade.
Is there like an E on the end of Walmart? Like
yes.
Walmarty?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was...
Do you have a turkey leg? You fall into that trap?
No, dude. No. Yeah, I did. No. I fell for it almost every single time. And the last few times I was like, this is the worst food. It's not food.
Did you go to the tomato throwing person?
I didn't, but that dude was super funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
And he was saying some wild things.
Oh,
in front of
yeah.
children.
Weird, wild
I was just
stuff.
like, weird, wild stuff.
Example?
I was super impressed by the Renaissance Festival. Haas, I don't know how it was when you went, but I used to remember it was like a lot of kids, not a lot of dressing up, kind of like
outside
a couple people looking at weird stuff. I'm not kidding when I say 80% of the people there were older, like my age, or like 30s to 50, and they were completely dressed up.
Oh, 30 to 50.
Everybody was dressed up. It was wild.
I'd say 80% were dressed up.
What was the
Saturday.
theme? What was the theme this weekend?
This weekend was time travelers, and I get frustrated when I saw someone walk by with like dressed as Wolverine, and he was like 38. I was like, come on, dog. What are we doing here? This isn't Halloween. I'd like tell my kids, like, Kate got a cloak because she gets it. Lola wanted to dress like one of the zombies from the Disney thing, and I was like, okay, I can't let you wear a Disney thing. So she ended up dressing like the devil, and I just rolled with it.
Nice.
So, it was great. That was awesome. But yeah, I got my cloak. I got my little tiny goblet here. Look at this little guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
I'm a big souvenir boy.
It looks like a mate tea.
Oh, yes.
Oh man. So
we've seen a lot of that because no one's actually on the field. They're all sipping tea
mate.
on the
sipping McMates.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a handsome chalice you have there.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And also the glass.
Yeah.
That was a weird joke.
Trey, you're wearing two parts of a 3-piece suit there.
2/3 of it.
Oh, you're right. 2/3 because I got shorts on, bitch.
Oh, okay. So 1/3.
I'm just glad
You're
you're
just wearing a
pants
vest.
on in
Just
general.
wearing a vest.
One
Yep.
half. At least
Okay.
he's wearing
Vest.
shorts.
So you're coming from it was a wedding, right?
Yeah, wonderful Sunday wedding. Had a family member get married, and it was nice. It was warm, very warm.
Full on booze wedding too, man. You need to take it easy.
Yep.
So
was
you're
dry.
pulling
Looked
the
Like
full,
you came from like play calling an NFL game.
I thought you came from a concert. Like Angus Young.
No, I was
like that where you're
calling
wearing your shorts
wedding.
like AC/DC guitarist. Isn't it,
Yes,
Angus?
It's like you
Yeah.
came from a stand-up where you have a puppet.
I will.
To
add
be
that
fair,
the
I
playlist.
was in the wedding party, so that is why I am dressed in a 3-piece suit, minus the other 2 pieces.
2/3 piece.
So, but yeah, fun time. Good Sunday wedding, which was strange, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Better than
I
a
DJ'd a wedding on Sunday morning
Can't
once.
get a word in.
Haas is here.
Not a regular Tuesday for me. Haas, what are you trying to say?
Oh,
ahead, hit
nothing.
us with it
Continue.
now.
I got nothing.
Let's hear this big important thing you're gonna share.
big.
There wasn't a big thing. There wasn't a big thing.
Speak your
course there
piece,
wasn't.
Haas.
I've got no peace.
Okay. This is kind of a weird one, guys. We're here to talk about the Chicago game from last night, the 27th. I had other plans that came up, so I was not able to make it. You guys didn't make it. Soldier
Crew didn't
Field,
make it.
Crew didn't make it.
Ugh.
Although
I was hanging out with half the starters here in Columbus.
yeah, but
That's
we
a
saw what
crew
was it
joke.
like 60th minute or whatever, like somewhere through the game, the New York game wrapped, and we did clinch. What does that mean? It just means that we
Tripped into the playoffs.
Are in the playoffs.
into the play-in at least game.
Yeah.
Is that-
At
Yeah,
minutes.
Red Bulls are out of the playoffs. So
Oh, they are.
We are in there. Yeah, there was like a whole kerfuffle at the end of the game where one of the players like got into it with a fan, and like Raheem Edwards like jumped over the thing, like took his shirt off. Just normal stuff.
Was there a red card?
No.
Were there any red
Um,
cards yesterday?
Yeah, I got kicked out of my child game.
So I haven't heard this story yet, but I knew that happened. So
Yeah,
I am
100%.
setting you up. So let's talk about that, and then we can begrudgingly.
I was confused because
into
like
the crew
when
game.
I
what happened
so
at your
yeah,
soccer game?
what happened? Not to throw anybody under the bus, but we had Boyko reffing a U10 girls game.
Okay.
And it got out of control. And the other coach,
Wait. It or you?
No, I would honestly, I was completely in control, and I was the only one, which is why I got kicked out. It's because I cared too much.
You're in line. Get out of here.
Well,
Sir,
kids were like shoving
no
each
one
other
else is
over.
yelling.
It was so physical. Like everybody was like all up in the arms. And I heard the other coach say like 3 or 4 different things like, yeah, we'll kick them, push them back. And I was like, hey man, what are you yelling? And then at one point he said something else I'm not going to mention. And I just walked over and was like, hey dude, get over here. We have to talk. And the ref came over and red carded me. And I'm like, are you listening to what this guy's saying? And she kept saying like, sir, and she handed out like a couple other cards. Like she's a,
You gotta just start saying like impossible is an opinion.
that's what I kept yelling. I was the girl, the other coach was just like, just shove them down. And I was like, hey, impossible's an opinion.
We don't talk about our ex-boyfriends.
That's yeah. Which is why they told me to go to the parking lot, and they should, because I kept yelling, stop talking about your ex-boyfriends, you U10 girls team. It wasn't even my daughter's game. It was a random game. I was just there.
You sprayed him with a water bottle, and it was like, my eyes burn. Yeah, it's whiskey.
My shirt was off. I wrote coach on my chest. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, but
Who do you think you are? I am.
I wish I was.
Let's shift back. Let's get
Speaking
back.
of shows,
I feel like we're still dancing around the fact that we have to talk about these games.
And this is I feel like we just had to do this last time too, or like, do we have to do this? I keep thinking of Pee Wee Herman in the pet store, taking out every animal and just he keeps looking at the snakes. Do I have to take out the snake? Here we go. We're going to have to do it. So let's get into it. Trey, tell us about the game in Chicago last night.
Facts that could save your life.
Saturday, September 27, 2025. The Crew faced off against Greg Ber-Halter's Chicago Fire. Only 31 miles south of the famed Del Rio restaurant. That's Del Rio at 228 Green Bay Road in Highwood, Illinois, for your finest Italian cuisine on the north side of Chicago.
oh man, the best.
The weather was a beautiful 75 degrees at kick. For the 22,321 fans that actually showed up to Soldier Field to watch
Yeah, look good.
this match.
There was actually
Dig
people.
on me.
I know. This whole thing's gonna be like we're attacking Mars, but
Columbus
Very
was not up to
specifically.
their usual ways, but you could say they're still in their current form. The only meaningful stats the crew let in were big chances missed and shots outside the box. Ber-Halter's fire dominated the crew in every other meaningful stat, including XG, with a 2.38 to 0.47 advantage.
Is that 2.48 G's per name? Or
That's just slightly less than the 3 G's in his name, so yes, it's probably about right.
XG? Okay.
okay.
So,
Is
Haas,
that new math?
hit us with those lineups.
The crew started with Gazdag up top, Shambo and Picard behind him, Arfston, Nagby, Sadich, and Herrera across the middle, Amundsen, Chaberko, Morera in the back, and Bush in goal.
Shabush.
Today, Haas.
Wow. Well,
Shabushy.
it felt good seeing
Shambo and
Bush.
Shabush.
All right. It felt good seeing Bush in between the pipes, but that feeling didn't last too long. 25th minute, Haas. Tell us about it.
Goal for Gutman. Rogers plays a long ball over the top to the left sideline to Gutman, who is past Herrera. He settles it with one touch out left of the box, sends a cross into the box with his left that ends up going off the bottom of the crossbar and into the far side of the netting. Bush definitely thought it was going over.
Didn't
1-0.
hit the side post going in.
Yeah.
It
was
was
wild.
nuts. It
Yeah.
was so freakish.
Yeah, it wasn't even deserved. It was deserved.
Yeah,
And
two
they
goals
kept-
called back prior to that.
And they kept,
Correct. Yeah.
they kept repeating that. Yeah, it's unorthodox, but very deserved.
Yeah, I was by myself and under my breath, I was like, ball don't lie.
In between all day, they're falling apart.
All
Comments they
right.
made
We
also.
go into half with the crew trailing 0-1.
0
what
shots
we'd
on
say.
goal.
Coming out of the half, crew made one change with Sadich leaving for Ibrahim offside Aliu. 66th minute, Aliu is shown the soft yellow for the reach around grab on the fire player. Seems soft, but Miss Pinso thought it was enough. 70th minute, Haas, tell us about it.
Goal for Kuipers. The crew play out of the back and bring the ball forward down the right side. Gazdag passes wide to Morera. He gives it right back to him, and then Gazdag passes directly to Bamba. He cuts to the middle of the pitch, lays it off to Franco, who sprints forward down the pitch with no one stepping towards him, well into the offensive half of the field. Plays a ball to his right to Kuipers as he enters the box. Amundsen is way too close to Nagby and can't step out to Kuipers in time, who takes one touch as Bush rushes out. Kuipers calmly chips it over Bush into the net, 2-0.
You're done.
All right, 1 minute later in the 71st, Columbus with the sub as JRR comes into the game and replaces Gasdog. 9 minutes later in the 80th minute, Herrera exits the game in favor of a more attacking option in Lassie. Come here, boy! Lapalainen. 87th minute, Chaberko exits for Ruvalcaba. And 90+4, Chicago Sam Rogers is shown the yellow card for time wasting. This game ends with the crew suffering another defeat, taking their record since the end of League's Cup to 1 win, 3 ties, and 3 losses. Columbus moves on to face Orlando City away on Saturday, October 4th. Haas, hit us with those.
Just tables! Tables! But tables! I can't know how to hear any more about tables!
All right, currently in the Eastern Conference, we have Philadelphia in first place with 63 points, Cincinnati in second with 59, NYCFC in third with 56, Miami right behind them in fourth with 56, Charlotte in fifth with 53, Nashville in sixth with 53, Orlando in seventh with 52, your Columbus Crew in eighth with 50, Chicago with 48, and still not quite eliminated New York Red Bull in 10th with 43.
Oh, 2 games
They-
left. I was
yeah, they
confused.
can
I was trying to
still
do the math.
catch up with Chicago technically.
But not with us.
And
Correct.
and a game to note today was, of course, Orlando and Cincinnati tying.
Yeah.
So, which is a
I
good
don't
thing.
Yeah. Well, they can't both lose, right? That's not how soccer
No,
works.
but my thing is, I don't really care. It's just I don't want Cincinnati to.
to
Yeah,
win,
but we might. Okay, that's fine. Is there any
Yeah.
scenario where we jump Orlando? We could, right? If we beat
That's
them
the other
and
thing.
beat New York.
They have
so
2 games in hand and they're 1 point ahead of us. So
Yeah,
One
they-
I
game
would
in
have
hand.
rather them
They've-
lost. And-
Orlando and Chicago have played 31. Everyone else has played 32.
Orlando have we
Right.
play them next game, of course, and then they play Montreal, and then they play Miami in the last game. So you're saying there's a chance. So
How many
Cool.
games has Miami played?
30.
12.
30. I said
They
everyone
play
else has played
midweek
32,
here,
and I lied.
think. Or against Chicago, anyway. Whether they're
There,
here.
there's room for the Crew to move up the table. I don't think
We
any of
said
us
that
believe that
7
will
games
happen.
Yeah,
ago,
we just
and-
gotta we gotta win games though.
Right.
it's nuts. It's like
You know,
3
score-
weeks ago we were talking about like being in almost in the chase if we just won that. I guess it was really the City game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we don't have anything from Cirque, we don't have anything from Bobby Puerto Rico. It looks like Daddy Yankee tweeted December 13th of 2022 was his last tweet. And he says, "Goal! Argentina flag, double hand clap, 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 double hand clap." We'll be right, Trap.
Listen, you've had your feet your whole life, but how well do you know them? Take, for example, this real life story.
I've had my feet for like 42 years and been running for over a decade. When I walked into Roadrunner Sports, I thought I knew what I was going to get. They talked me into getting fitted, which means they took video of me running, took images of my feet, and did some science wizardry stuff. Turns out I was a whole size off on my foot. I don't pronate like I had thought, and I'm not actually flat-footed. In fact, I'm an idiot.
Don't be an idiot. Get into Roadrunner Sports and get fitted. It's time to meet your feet.
All right, we're back. We're recording today, September 28th. Happy 40th birthday to probably 0-time listener Claire Pollard.
Wow. Claire.
Claire.
She turned 4. She doesn't look a day over 31.
Yeah, she was in my band with Ben,
Yeah.
and
She's one of those like really talented people that
yeah. You've
They play
seen
their
her.
instrument.
You've seen her. She used to play a Fender Rhodes, that thing with the cabinet and everything. She'd haul this thing around town. Great musician. Happy birthday, Claire. Okay, let's do our thoughts and players.
Thoughts and players.
So, what's the deal with Bush instead of Schulte?
can you say that like Seinfeld, please?
Yeah, that's why I need
What's
to hear.
the deal with Bush instead of Schulte?
Jerry. Or is that yeah, whatever.
Who was that?
That you know.
Was that Kramer?
Newman?
You got
Question
like a,
mark? Yeah,
a
no.
Kramer vibe.
Yeah. I didn't hard R or anything, but like, you know, it was probably Kramer with a hard R. Anywho, so I read the after the the quotes from Nancy after the game on why, and I just gonna paraphrase. I think he only said like 2 sentences, and he was just like, "Yeah, we went with Bushy because time for Bushy, the Bushy time." Like that's what he said.
Okay,
And I think
so
that's awesome.
unconfirmed rumor that I did hear from somebody very close to the team was that the majority of the team had been like requesting and clamoring for Bush to start over Schulte, but that Nancy had been very reluctant to pull the trigger and do it.
It was to
How
quote,
confident?
change
How confident
the
are you in
dynamic.
that, Trey? Are you
I am-
stirring the
I am-
pot right now?
I am very confident in what I was told from this source.
Okay, so if you're a first time listener, Trey's the one that usually calls me out for making wild claims. So he's like,
Yeah.
It's not a
I feel
wild
like
claim.
this is-
It is a report that I had heard from somebody close to the team.
that sounds like that's crazy. So when I first saw it, I was like, my first thought was Schulte's been having what feels like a struggle. Like it's not his fault that we're losing by any stretch, but I just thought he was like, dude, we're going away to Chicago. We're missing everybody. I'm going to start some wild people. I know Bush can handle like maybe if we lose 4-0, like it won't hit him as hard. Like I don't want to set him up for failure. That's what I originally thought.
Yeah,
Schulte.
But and I sent this. I blueyed this bad boy out. I was like, man, build Bush a statue because I think he is probably our best keeper. And I'm going to say this. I genuinely think he is one of the best U.S. keepers. I think he's probably better than Freeze. Well, Freeze just got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt. That's
so and they were saying the other person that might get called in is Brady, the Chicago keeper.
Yeah.
But man, we should have lost this game. All other
by
goals
like
being
5.
scored by like 5, and he had some insane saves. I mean,
Face save.
Face save. That was my favorite.
How he came back on the field and played without anybody going, you got up and looked drunk and fell over.
Yeah,
like he hit the base and walked off the field, and he like got back up and was like, I don't think I'm gonna play this for the next like couple of minutes. I'm just gonna sit here. And then he just kept playing.
He's like, I'm good.
That
And
and he had
also
the bear claw save earlier. Like the paw saving it.
Dude, there's like 3 breakaways he saved, and it's like I don't know. I thought he was player of the match.
I like the save that Hawes is talking about, but it did seem a little excessive that he went for like that hand when the other hand was very easily accessible.
I forgot you were a professional goalkeeper.
He literally could just put his other hand up and it would have been fine. Instead,
on
he
a scale of 1 to he saved it, it was a 10. So I don't know. I thought
I heard sources.
He's wonderful.
Sources close to his brain were telling him that the other hand was preferred.
I tell you what,
his
you
feet
shoot it
were
at the
yelling
goal.
at his hand. That one hand should have saved in front instead of another.
Yeah, you shoot it at the goal. He's fine. You cross it near the goal. He's baffled. Go ahead.
Agree to disagree. I thought he played amazingly, and they did another Tim Horton shootout where he's like the
Family Feud
type
MC.
thing, and he just seems like sign that guy to a lifelong contract for the Crew. I think he's phenomenal. I would have loved to see Hagen come out and play, but I mean,
Hagen.
I thought Bush was phenomenal.
It is.
Bush, here's the thing, though. Bush is 39 years old, is it? Or is it 40? He's 39.
He's 39 until I think
January.
It's early March. Yeah. He's got a couple weeks.
It's January. I think I looked it up.
It's March, man. It's March. I got
it's
reports close to the team. They're telling me it's March.
There's nowhere to know.
Mars knows my anniversary, and I don't know it.
Yep.
He is very correct. March 6th.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
What a great
We talked about it on this show.
We did.
I don't remember earlier.
How do you remember these things? And I looked this up, and I'm pretty sure
because his 40th birthday is in March.
Because I'm like 2 weeks younger than
March.
him.
Welcome to the birthday pod with our host,
March.
Rain Man Mars.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean,
anyways,
I would say, hold on. I stand
corrected
corrected because it's actually Joe Flacco that's turning 40 in January.
Oh yeah.
A totally different person.
No, I was
thinking about another
turning 40 in January.
I've been looking up a lot of birthdays lately.
No, I did look up two birthdays the last 24 hours of how old they
you
are.
don't know the
Then
difference
one is the
between two
Browns game.
birthdays.
It's like,
Talking
how
about the
old
Crew
is
and
Joe
you're like
Flacco?
over there like
And one is
Flacco.
how old is
Let's
Bush.
look into Flacco. You got your Flacco. You got your Flutie. How old's Flutie?
It's wild that our friend Bush had a birthday today. Oh, I'm sorry. That was our friend Claire.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
what else you got? Gaz up top. Let's talk about that.
How old is he?
Man, so the pregame, he was like, Nancy was saying something along the lines of like, I got something figured out. I got something for this game. So I was like interested. And I do rate Sadik, especially in that like advanced 8 position.
Not in this game.
I feel like I need to give him a pass because it was so bad by everybody else.
Well, no,
like,
but
what could he have done in that position? Because it was just like The first half wasn't a complete joke.
There was
That's the
no-
worst half I've seen us
Zero
play.
shots.
Yes, I was about to say. I'm
Ages.
glad you brought it up. That first half, I think the team lifted themselves a little bit in the second half and was actually making it somewhat of a game of just the second half. But in the first half, we could not play out of the back. We couldn't connect between defense and midfield, and I think that goes to that combination. I don't even know who played where between Shambo, Sejic, and Nagby.
And Gazdag was further back than all
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
he
and
would drop
He was
in.
supposed to.
Yeah.
So
Something
this
is extremely broken.
This is one of those scenarios that like we don't want to sit there and go, well, there's a lot of injuries. You know, that was probably what. No, legit.
No.
There was a lot of injuries, and everybody played terrible. So
Isn't that Nancy's thing where like everybody kind of knows it's like total soccer, and we couldn't pass, B, we had no one to pass to.
it is, but we talked about it, and I forget when it was, but when you are watching teams that are missing 5 or 6 starters, you're basically watching a lower half of the table MLS team. The quality is just not there, and especially when 2 of those starters are up top and a couple other on defense. Like it's not surprising that we look terrible when we don't have a full complement of starters.
Okay.
But can't we play a little bit different then? That's my
Sure.
Well, yeah, that's what Trey's been saying for weeks now.
Yeah.
And this game was a prime example of maybe he's right. I mean, he's got a lot of facts. He knows a lot of people, that's for sure. My argument was when you look at the back line, Moreira, Amundsen, Chiba, Nagby, we couldn't, with those people who are pretty much all starters, those aren't the people we're missing. Those are the guys who absolutely forgot how to play soccer this game. Right?
No, they're not our starters because there's been an issue there for a long time with the center back. The centerpiece of that defense.
Well, the only person we're missing currently is Zawa. I mean, another conversation is we really screwed up not signing any
exactly,
back line.
and this is the same same story over and over again.
We can't.
I don't want to go.
That.
Yeah, I don't want to
to
bark on that. But like, I'm not kidding. Like, Amundsen had a howler of a game.
Oh,
Chiba
yeah.
had a howler. Moreira had a ridiculously bad game.
Okay,
Like,
but
First
did they
half,
have?
I've seen Moreira play.
Did they have a
Oh
bad
my
game, or
God.
did Ber-Halted put the screws to them, and they actually put a system against them that put them in positions that like we couldn't handle?
I don't
It might have
think the
been
press
both,
was.
but
I don't think it
Moreira
was,
was bad. Like he has been bad the past 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
and-
was very frustrated also with the midfield. They didn't have an outlet from the
No,
way we play.
what our center midfield, including Nagby and Shambo, even
Nagby
when they
was
were in
not
there, they're gone. There is no
Nagby
outlet.
and
There used
Sadic
to
in the middle.
remember
Yeah.
when we used to play around people. That's what Chicago was doing to us, and it was like, okay. So yeah, so the starting lineup when I saw it, I was interested in Sadic. I was like, cool. The Bush thing threw us all for a loop, right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
wasn't ready for it.
I kind of had an inclination, but you know.
Well, okay, cool. I have secret friends too.
Somebody told you on the inside. Yeah.
Yeah, I found a bird inside an Applebee's toilet,
Just-
and it told me.
I can't wait to tell you guys who told me. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I mean, I knew as soon as I saw it, and they had Gazdag playing as the number 9 point man. I was like, 0 shots, 0 XG in the first half. When we got done, I was like, snailed it. Like, we're not serious about scoring. This is where I want to get onto the subs because statistically, we have a guy who has, whether you like it or not, and I'm looking at you, viewer, and I'll table if they're viewers. They're probably just listeners. Mike and Tommy eat snacks. Check it out. But we have a guy who's like, what, 3rd leading scorer on our team, 4th leading scorer, who hasn't seen the field for forever. And I don't like it, but you start Russell Rowe as that 9. In
Yes.
what world do you not start Russell Rowe at that 9? Listen, I'm not saying he's good. I'm not saying he's I'm not saying he's like the. But he's a. And then at halftime you sub out Sadic. You move Shambo back to his normal position with Nagby, which both helped and didn't help. And you bring in Aliu as that 9 who has, and we were stoked when he first started and we're like, oh, 2 goals in like 3 games. That dude
Aliu
is a bad player.
He's offside.
Like,
just always,
and he wasn't as offside, ironically, as much as Herrera, who also had like a completely insane game. But Aliu is at this point just a bad player. Like he's not an MLS player.
I will argue the game changed a little bit. We started second half better. First of all, we actually got some passing together and pushed some press. But every time we lost we looked like every time we lost it, we looked like it looks like they're gonna score, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But, it was like
but we didn't look
breakaway.
But we didn't look really dangerous before I think we got Russell Rowe in there. Even Lappilainen, as awkward as it might look, but he at least looked like to kick the ball and then run. No, pass and move, and actually
our
try
bar
to.
is so low right now.
It's wild. It's wild.
He knew how to kick it a couple times.
No, but this is
you
weird.
play defense.
But
they call it
some energy.
Total soccer.
Yeah. But Aliu, what have you done for me lately? I mean, like, seriously, he hasn't done anything, and I don't understand it at this point.
So Ben, I will piggyback on what you're saying. Russell Rowe is the second leading scorer on this team at 7 goals. He probably should have had this, but man, when he came in, did he look terrible?
He did not.
He did
I
not.
will go to my grave. He looked.
I don't agree with that.
Great.
I didn't think he looked great.
He looked lazy.
He looked better than most.
Again, low bar.
Very low.
He had 2 or 3 balls down the left side that were pretty good. I mean, again, low bar, but like it's a no-brainer. You got a guy who's
Shooting
naturally plays like that, and you're shoehorning in Gas Dog, who has like 89 million minutes for us.
I'm with you. Russell Rowe
total
should have been up top in this game.
Yeah,
starting up top in this game.
Yeah, and the thing with Russell Rowe that you have to understand is like
he's really good in practice.
Oh man, messy. You know what I mean? Ronaldo is what I call him. Just thought of that. Nailed it.
Nice. Yeah.
TM. First one to say.
Applause break on that one.
Yeah. But the reality is, like, in a game, we've all watched him play a bunch. He's very frustrating, but there's like usually 2 or 3 times where it's like, oh, dang. And his goals have been kind of like nasty goals, like no business scoring those goals. And that's just like what a normal number 9 Miguel Berry type weird player does. So you play him there, but like for him to not start and, you know, we're just going to be like, all right, cool. Shambo, who has not been playing well. You're up top with Picard, who we just got, and Gas Dog, who at this point is a complete failure. And then to sub on Aliu, and then wait till 71 to take off your only DP to put on Russell Rowe. And then we looked still really bad, but at least we had like a shot. Like,
so I am going to go out on a limb and say besides Bush and goal, I thought Picard was the second best crew player on the field.
I don't know how I feel about Picard.
I'm not
I need
sure
someone
either.
else to weigh in because I'm like,
if his like for like would have been our small little Romanian friend, he does a much better job than he does.
Defensively, he chases people down. He puts in more of an effort defensively. That's why I wonder, is he?
He's a little bit more. He's a little bit more creative. He's a little bit better on the ball.
He's got the energy.
He's got the energy.
The haircut is hard,
but,
and when he runs, and when they zoom in on him,
those
things.
Just let him be.
Maybe he should be a podcaster.
But look at this team. Look at the starting lineup now, and I think this goes to more of the in general when everybody's back. Who's the boss of this team?
You're not the boss anymore.
No,
Still
but
Cucho,
like,
I feel like.
That's what I mean. Cucho would be like, he would be out there like, leading from the front in his case, right? And Rossi do that to a degree. And I think Rossi is an incredibly important player for us. And I don't think he's extremely underappreciated in terms of the importance he has from the work he does.
Forever.
And also, I think he's a leader there. He's yapping away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, Mort.
You must.
You know what? I'm gonna have to beep that.
No, you're not. No.
Yapping away.
He's got an accent. Just take another crack at it and cut it.
Would that be is that a hard Y?
Yapping away.
He's yapping away. I mean, like, at least he's not. When I looked at this team, we talked about the spine already. We don't have any spine just in terms of the player, but we don't have any spine in terms of the leadership. And I feel like Moreira is letting us down in that sense, because he should be a leader out there. Nagby is a silent leader, but he should also be a guy started shaking players out there. When you play the way you do, you should start rattling some of these guys. And I think we're being a little bit too nice. We play some of this team, and you look at some of these players on some of these teams we're playing, we're like, those guys are kind of nasty.
Yeah.
I feel like when they scored,
we have
all
no
we said
nastiness.
was, I thought when they scored, I feel like everyone was like, oh, darn.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I feel like they responded with. And I was like,
Crap.
dude, oh, crap. I don't even think they said, oh, crap. I said, oh, crap.
Yeah, that's probably a bit strong.
They're like,
But
darn.
we talked about this other team. We talked about the bug guys last week. We talked about these players that we can't stand because they have like a nastiness about them, and they're so annoying. And right now, we don't have anybody out there. They're like, these are all good guys.
I think you mentioned it as well. I think the voice of this team, and this team revolves around Diego Rossi. But I also think that's kind of the problem, is this team revolves around Diego Rossi. And like you said, he's not the killer on the field like Cucho was. He's not the guy that's going to go out there and lead by the example and like drag your team to victory. Diego's a very good player, and we need him. But there is still not a second player on this team that has that killer instinct. I mean, I agree. Nagby's a silent leader. Moreira's trying, but he's been terrible at his job.
Yeah, he was the lowest rated.
Yeah.
Tied with Picard.
As much as like he struggled at the very end before he got really injured, Camacho is a leader type of player. He's kind of a
feels that way.
Yeah, he's a leader from the back, and so I would even argue that Savatsky is kind of in that boat too. I think he have some serious ownership to this. I think he's invested more than most just because he's a local. Yeah,
he's so intense.
And I think a lot of things kind of fall apart when you lose some of this. Even Farsi is an emotional guy. And then when you lose all of that, not only the talent in some of these players, but you're losing the kind of the talk, the leadership, and all those things. It's like a double whammy.
Yeah, it puts a chink in the armor. Let's go read the internet. John Talkostin. This is what many MLS teams look like when they are down 5 starters.
Thanks, John. I appreciate that, because that was
your point.
My sentiment exactly.
Well,
it's true. Like we're a below average MLS team.
Larry Jerry won. Let's not forget Larry Jerry.
Ben, this has to be you. Ben, this is one of your pseudonyms.
Hola, estoy Larry Jerry.
Go ahead.
LJ1 says, "Oh my God, thank you. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here." If Miami were down Messi, Suarez, Alba, and Busquets, only 4 notably, nobody would be expecting them to work some miracle and be a contender right now. There's only so much you can do when half your team is a backup and the other half is playing completely out of position. Completely out of position.
Okay. There was a time when Messi had a broken ankle, Suarez was out, and Alba was out, and Busquets was out half those games. And I think they won every game and tied 1, right? You guys remember that?
I don't think Miami is the best example.
Yeah.
Because the payroll on Miami is a little bit different, right?
Right.
Yeah, our 5 starters are not those 5 starters.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Zawadsky doesn't really measure up to any one of those guys.
Busquets versus Savatsky.
Hey, we should shout out Arston did get a new contract, so I'm sure he's making bank, but that also means he's completely sold this summer. Like,
that means that, that's another way of saying, hey, we want some more money for him. And I'm
having such a hard time with we're down the players we're down, because one of them is Wessam. We only had him for
4 weeks,
2.7 games. So like he doesn't really count in that. I know he does, but he also doesn't, in my opinion. We're down Rossi, which is a bummer.
Wait,
we're down.
No. He has to count because for 3 or 4 weeks before he actually played a game for us, we couldn't wait for him to show up because we were terrible and nobody could score a goal.
But you understand
during that time we were also like 2 or 3
we played the whole
off
season without
shield.
him.
Yeah, exactly. That's more what I'm saying.
And
so it's not like we lost Rossi, but we did lose Rossi, and I understand that's rough. And we lost Zawadsky, who we already kind of agreed was being played out of position, and we needed that anyway. Farsi, I mean, Herrera used to be phenomenal. I don't know what's going, but the team, the back three, and our center like Shambo and Nagby haven't really been touched, and we're bad, man. Like we are not where we were at the beginning of the season or even halfway through the season, and they're the same players. So
again, what is Jones thinking?
Oh, he's just hanging loose. Big D Jones. Ooh.
Yeah, he's calling Hearts Trump, and he's going it alone. Okay, let's go to the next one. B Wilson 101.
Well, that's Brian Wilson from. Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, he's dead.
From the grave? Yeah.
Allegedly.
Wouldn't
it be nice
I was going to say that. No. He says, couple thoughts, and then lists 3. But I don't think. We'll read on, B. Wilson. Number 1.
Sorry, Brian.
Gazdag being pulled when he's the only active DP is an utter disgrace.
Correct.
Get him off the roster. I don't care what it costs. You're fired.
Get
About
around,
4 million.
round,
Number 2. Nancy not adapting style of play, formation, anything to his personnel is very arrogant, and it's not working. He deserves what he's getting. Woo.
But
I can't think of another Beach Boys
Wait,
song
hold
off the
on.
top of my head.
Good vibe.
Really?
Bad vibration.
Wouldn't it?
I already said that one. We'll just keep going back to, well, wouldn't it be nice if we
John
had
B.
Rossi?
Sloop John
All
B.
right, cool.
That's a great song.
Okay. Number 3, the third of a couple thoughts. This is what happens when you let a roster get stale in MLS. This league consistently punishes teams that, quote, bring guys back, end quote, and don't make moves. We saw this in 2021 with the Crew. P.S. When have we last looked this bad?
God only knows.
Probably 2021 the Crew, to be honest with you. Didn't we? Well, 2021 we were talking about where we brought in a lot of people, right?
A lot of songs for the playlist.
Oh yeah, we got to add all these to the playlist.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of these.
I did it all for the Nookie. Yeah, the Nookie. Oh no, we have to add Limp Bizkit to the playlist. Oh no, darn.
Okay, so all of these points are correct, but to me they all come with an asterisk.
What?
Like,
so you can take that cookie. Okay.
Like you're okay. So you pull Gazdag off. What's your plan then? Replace him with a player that's even worse than he is?
I think it's more symbolic, where it's just like you look at the
Sports
team.
aren't symbolic.
It's
about winning and losing.
Well, that's symbology, and that's a word.
It's symbolism.
Cynicism.
I also think we're lopsided. We don't have a spine. We put all our money in a bag to put offensive players.
Our 3 attackers are our 3 DPs.
Yes, DPs. So we have no spine at this point. We have no.
It's like what a middle schooler would do. It's like, I want to score goals. It's like, you want to score goals, little boy? It's like, I want to score goals. It's like, cool. And then we have a bunch of money. Where should we go? It's like, I want to score goals. Give them all on top of them, the fun stuff. It's like,
Well, I've
cool.
got-
Okay.
Like, what are we doing?
I've got a little bright side to things.
Like a Mr. Bridge?
Rossi was practicing this week with the team.
And he could have
Camacho was practicing this week
Correct.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
team. Both could play on October 4th, as well as there's a chance of Zawadzki being back sometime soon. No
Right.
confirmed dates, but I think it would be a boost to get Rossi and Zawadzki back in the lineup.
big time.
Camacho will be interesting. Yeah.
A part
Camacho
of me,
would be complete wild.
Camacho's not going
He
to.
could
There's
just
no
burn
way
the
he
whole
comes in
thing
and plays.
down.
There's no way.
He's like the Terminator.
Yeah.
a part of me wants us to almost have this replay in the play-in and get to the play-in game. I know
you
you,
go to
you
Chicago, so I'm ready for it.
I know. I think it's a good chance we could still end up hosting them. That would be the perfect scenario. Would be that we get that home game against Chicago here, with people back, and there's a little bit of like that payback motivation from the embarrassment that we saw in Chicago. Because honestly, that was an embarrassment.
So going back to what Mr. Wilson said,
Brian
Dude.
Wilson of the Beach Boys.
I was talking about Mr. Wilson.
You mean from
Better be bringing those good vibrations now, Trey.
I'm Dennis the Menace.
It actually looks like it might be a girl, and it looks like she's a doctor.
Okay, Barbara Wilson. Nancy not adapting style of play is correct. I mean, we've been talking about it for weeks now.
You've
He's
been
not-
talking about it for weeks.
Mort's been using the
You
word
finally
thing.
all have agreed with me. He's not adapting to what is happening with this team. You know, like I don't care about who you're talking about putting on the field. Like, it's not good. No matter what we are doing, it is not good. You can't take C and B level players and expect them to play like A and B and do the tactical nuances that he wants his team to be doing. You actually have to be a skilled player to be doing those things.
They're
And
not even passing it correctly.
that is my biggest frustration is the inability to pass and mark like two simple things to be doing, and we're not able to do it.
Yeah.
So
Sheba
why
and
is he not
Amundsen
why is he
been-
not adapting his style? So I agree with point number 2.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Happy
agree.
with
I
the
don't agree
players
with
he
3.
has.
3 I
But
don't agree with.
The
but-
the staleness comes. Here's the issue with that. If you're going to have a small squad, then spend your money on that small squad. Make sure that every guy you have in that small squad is a quality player. And we brought in a lot of junk. I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to be mean, but
Retreads.
we brought in a lot of
Non-starters
rejected, like
from other
yeah.
teams that didn't want them.
No, a lot of them were like, oh, they've been working with Nancy before.
yeah.
That's the thing that concerns me a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's a good guy.
We're
Let's bring
limited
him in.
to the people who he's worked with. Right?
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
have guys. Again, I've been rehashing this. We have people on the bench we're not using, and now we had to put Cedric in, and we show that he's not the guy. And Taha would have obviously been the other problem. We haven't talked
Yeah,
about
we're
that.
also-
Taha
oh,
is
yeah, I didn't
Taha is in
He's-
U20 international duty.
And
That's
he
why
plays
he's not playing
tonight. We'll release it tomorrow, so Monday night he will play
in the World
Taha.
Cup. Yeah, U20
Yeah.
World Cup. So that's great for him. That's something that we want
Yeah,
from
great.
him. But because he can at least bring something more offensively. But the problem is defensively right now, it's shambles.
But Morera, I mean, so based on our team, like either Chiba or Amundsen would play out left. Those are starters. Both of them have been wildly bad. Morera, who's absolutely a locked-in starter, has been bad. Nagby wasn't great. I mean, when Nagby gets the ball taken off of him, we all saw that one specifically where we're like, we're cooked.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
So-
if he's getting hit from behind and the ball's gone, it's like, oh, dude, we've lost the plot of the game. Like, I don't think we got it. Shambo has been really bad.
Didn't even see him in the first half.
I didn't know he was.
I didn't know.
I
if it was
honestly
him or
didn't know he
Sejdic,
was
and
playing.
Neither of them were on the ball.
My only thing based to what Mrs. Wilson stated,
Or
what
Doctor.
Dr. Wilson,
Nailed it.
is that I don't think we necessarily let it get stale as much as players that we expect to play to a certain level are not playing to a certain level. So you just mentioned Amundsen, Morera, Herrera, Zawadzki being injured back there. Like these are players that we expect to play at a
Yeah.
much higher level, and they are not.
And they're
Well,
That is
passing it
not
to the other
that
team.
is not Issa's fault. That is not
Also,
I don't disagree.
Up until
technically. No, that's not Issa's fault. I'll say Nancy not
Sure.
putting him in successful positions, but
up until what, a week before the season started, Cucho was coming back.
right.
So-
well, and if you look at that, you got Cucho, you got Abu Ali, or not Abu, yeah, Wesam Abu Ali. You have Diego Rossi up top, and then if
Ramirez.
you're
Yeah.
well, if you're starter, or pardon me, the people coming off the bench behind that are Russell Rowe, Aliu, possibly Taha, whoever it may be. It's not nearly as bad.
Shaburka should not be a starter on this team.
No.
There is no one else.
And I think he might be a better left back than Amundsen, and that is not
Just
saying
from like where he comes from,
Yeah.
his experience, he's played really nowhere before MLS. I mean, like
he was great at the beginning of the year, and he was
I
good.
know.
Something is going on. Something is going on.
Scoring goals hides a lot of flaws because other teams have to play you different if you're able to attack them
Sure.
and score goals.
Sure. And then how do we
We-
adapt?
and we don't.
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and again, Nazi is still a relatively new coach. He's barely been a head coach. So like
Well,
it's-
4
my
years or
frustration
so.
is like, yeah, you always
Yeah,
say like, what happens when you get kicked in the teeth? Like, what are you going to do? And it's
Cry?
like, we just literally just fold. I mean, you could go and, yell at the other coach and then have to watch your daughter in the parking lot. That's one way you can react to that, but they're not even doing that. And to
No.
me, that's frustrating as a father who had a red card.
Well, we got 2 more games. We will see postseason action.
Yes!
But we won't know what that'll look like till
no.
the 18th on decision day. Let's take a break now. When we get back,
We got Bird.
we got some Bird. All right. We'll be right back.
This episode of the Upper 90 Club is brought to you, as always, by Supporter Supply Company. Hi, friends, this is your good pal Morgan Hughes, here to talk to you about a serious issue facing 96% of all crew supporters in Columbus. Why, not enough free shipping, of course. For a limited time now, through the eventual heat death of the universe, Upper 90 Club listeners can use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z on the end of it, at checkout for free delivery on absolutely any order over $10. But Morgan, what if I order $10 worth of stickers, or those goddamned buttons, or some other combination of small items that make you want to kill yourself? Will the free shipping still apply then, even as you curse our family, while you package up our little tiny annoying ass order for us? Of course it will. That's just how much we here at Supporter Supply value our friends at the Upper 90 Club. So head on over to supportersupply.co and use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z at checkout for free shipping on all your orders over $10. And don't forget to tell them that your friends at the Upper 90 Club sent ya.
Hey everyone, and thanks for having me again. This is Carlos. Happy to be here to talk about how the Crew 2 did this week. I guess happy is an exaggeration, given how things are going for the Crew in general, but we're here anyway. We embrace the suck, and we keep on supporting the Cappies. They played FC Cincinnati 2 in Kentucky, and that's not even a joke, because they do play at a university or like Western Kentucky, whatever it is, on Thursday, and that game is the most important derby in sports. If you follow, I think that global media covers it really well, so you probably know already all I'm about to cover. Sadly, he ended 4-3 to FC Cincinnati, which gives them the first win in the series in the 4 years that the league has existed. The Crew 2 has, for lack of a better word, gotten the hell is plausible cup in each of the previous 3 years. Crew 2 played pretty solid. Started with a goal very early on. At the 3 minutes, Quentin Elliott scored a brace. FC Cincinnati would come to turn things around and make the game 2-1 by the 15th minute. And then at the 17th minute, Crew 2, Elliott, scored again, and so tied to 2-2. Eventually, at the 65th mark, Christian Ferdinand, one of our CBs, tied for put us ahead again, 3-2 Crew 2. Sadly, at the 88th and then at the 96th minute, the very last moment of the game, FC Cincinnati would go to score. They scored twice, and they turned the game around for them for 4-3. It's extra sad because in a season where we are already out of playoff contention, we could have eliminated our biggest rivals with a win in this game, and we didn't. So they still have a slim chance to make the playoffs. And it would just be nice to be down in the dumps with them. It's nice to have company in misery, but that didn't happen. Ferdinand, who scored the goal, I think could be someone that the first team should possibly look to fill some holes in the bench for CB, but I don't think that they're willing to do that. And then we have guys like Prince 44 who got 2 assists, Nico Rincon, Chase Adams, Kevin Bambo, all of which I think could maybe fill in for the first team if needed be, just on a bench warmer basis, and I think that would be good. Crew 2 has one more game coming up, and I've said this before and I would say it again. I hope that everyone will come and show up for those. Last game of the season will be at home this Sunday, October 5th at 1 p.m. So a nice little matinee for those who don't have anything to do that day, and for those who do too, skip your plans and come support the Crew 2. We're talking to the team to come back and take a picture with the fans. It'll be nice to have those stands behind the team as full as we can do. All right. Rough season, it's almost over, and next year will be better. See ya.
All right, we're back. Thanks, Bird.
Rough season, dog.
Are they done?
I think they have maybe a game or 2 left. I mean, they didn't make the playoffs, and the playoffs in Next Pro are a lot like a lot of people make it, and we were bottom of the barrel this year.
Let's do our rundown.
Yeah, it's a rundown. We're coming to town. It's a rundown. Okay. What we're gonna do is a rundown. Down, rundown.
Quickie rundown here. I'll do the highlights first. Last week we were in Mumbai. We traveled 1,437 miles, which brings us to the host city of Doha from 2022 World Cup. You may remember
that's what I was like.
Most famously as the last time that Daddy Yankee was active on Twitter.
Amazing.
We're in Doha, and great job, Run Club. I guess the races are kind of winding down more. President Stacy has one more ultra.
Yes, I was discussing our total numbers with her today, and I think our consensus was when people start winding up for a new season in the spring, is probably when we're going to hit our numbers. But
yes,
yeah, she will hit some big numbers up here in about 2 weeks.
I gotta say we're putting up about 1,500 miles a week, which is incredible.
Yep. That's pretty solid.
Our first goal was 960 miles or something.
I think it was less than that.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
might have been 96 miles or something like that. But we had talked about once we hit 1996 that we would add biking and try to do around the whole.
All right, so I'm glad you brought that up.
I talked about that. I'm the only one.
You texted that. Just let me run through our
thumbs down.
Yeah, I do. I have a quick topic I want to hit on. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but my shout outs for the week, top 10. I'm just going to read down Chris Stansel, Summer Kellogg, Chad Kellogg, taking the 2 and 3 spot. The Kellogg's. Pop-Tarts. Yeah.
Sure. Great.
Yeah, I was going back to the Seinfeld thing. Chase Moore, Brian Fowler, Phil Cogley, Air Tambourine. President Stacy back up on top. She's putting up the miles. Haven't seen her in a while because she's, only running 100 miles at a time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good to see her back. 44 miles. Next door neighbor Tom at 40. My sister Mindy at 40. Tom! and he's got his. I think he was going to do a 50 miler. I think he went down to the 50K. He's not going to do a 50 miler. He ratcheted down. That's the same one Lauren's doing the marathon. Des Plaines River Trail. It's pretty close to Del Rio.
Very in Highwood?
To Del Rio in Highwood.
And
number 10, rounding out the top 10, is Troy Allen. Yeah,
Troy.
So I got about 25
Troy gets
miles.
a bug up his butt. He's going to be
I got
dropping like 300-mile weeks.
I think I took the club. Here's my question.
I'm not convinced. I ran. How much did you run?
Well, so my upload didn't work today, and I tried to get it to upload. I ran 5 today, and I was at 20 on the chart. So I'm at 25.
Oh, yeah, you definitely beat me. Yeah. I think I was like 16.
Okay.
Mine also is not uploading.
So here's what I want to talk
Apple
about.
Watches. Okay, go ahead. Dislike.
You had proposed, oh yeah, let's get to 1996, then let's open it up to bikers. All right, so we got this run club. We got 124 members. This is great. I feel like I'm with my people here. Spend a lot of time out running. When you're running, if you're running on paths or whatever, you pass a lot of bikers. You go by a lot of bikers.
I think they probably pass you.
I mean, like you cross.
Not me.
Encounter bikers.
Not how I run.
So
I wear those like glasses you get in Kellogg cereal boxes. Wink, wink. Where you can see behind you or whatever.
Here's my question.
I don't.
You did the Pelotonia. And I'm going to get back into my Seinfeld here.
And it ruined him.
What's the deal with bikers? I feel like, and I'm just going to take a side here. They take themselves way too seriously. Nobody waves. Everybody's like super serious. They're always encroaching on my lane. They're like, there's 2 lanes on a bike path, and I'm running, and they're like in my lane coming at me. It's like, why is everyone so? It's a different culture. I feel like I'm a different ilk than the bikers. And
waiting in line for a coffee, and behind you hear click, 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 and you turn around and it's like a dad in a wrestling onesie. You're like, what is happening?
I think you got a point. I think it's a little bit of a power trip. You're like, you get on that back, you're going fast, and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to take over the world because I'm going like 25 miles an hour.
And the faces that I see, because I wave to everybody. I just, give them like a little.
You're a big face guy.
No, but like I'll just give somebody like a little wave.
I do too.
And then they look at me, and I'll show you this because this is a video medium that we're doing here, guys. Like I'll get like
that.
They're working they're either rude or they're working too hard to physically like engage, and they'll make a face like this. It's just like
2-wheelers only wave to 2-wheelers.
Is that so?
That's what you don't understand.
That's true.
Is that so?
That's what you learn on a motorcycle.
The bigger challenge now when I've been out biking myself is the fact that you get like overrun by like these older people on like the electric bikes.
And that's what I was going to say.
Straight by you.
My bigger issue is when I'm running on my path right by my office.
My path.
No, that was great. I'm going to leave it at that. No, the
end of story.
The people that have electric bikes and or electric scooters that blow by me drives me insane. Cause I'm like, what are you doing out at like 2 p.m.? Like, I'm just going to go out on the path and not work out and ride in a little motorcycle thing. It's like
commuting.
Yeah, if they were going somewhere sweet, but like my specific path is
may
like
as well
just
be motorboating out there.
I've been doing
loops around Ben.
Seriously, everyone's just like, that guy sucks.
Look at that guy.
Why is he wearing no pants and a cloak?
Hey guys, you want to go? You're gonna go zip around that slow runner out there again?
I mean, to go to the place, you have to like unplug the scooter, fold it or take the, you know what I mean? Like, and then get in the car, drive another thing. It just seems bananas to me.
So anyway, that's my stance on the bikers. I mean, I want to love them. I get nothing but shade from bikers. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them all. Especially the ones who ride on Sheridan Road when it's time to drop the kids off and you get stuck behind them. They got a whole peloton. They're like, Gabriel needs to rollerblade up Sheridan Road. And just like
I get that joke.
You're
I probably maybe Haas.
You just cannot. It's like, what are you guys doing? Why are you?
Gabriel's
doing
gonna rollerblade.
Why are you doing this?
Rollerblade.
Everyone here is waiting for you to go drop their kids off at school, and you're just like, fulfilling your fitness journey at 7:52 on a Wednesday. Okay,
I feel like you just don't burn that many calories on a bike.
Yeah,
No.
It
No,
feels
you
like
don't.
feels like less of a workout.
I say to have to time it by 4 is my rule of thumb after doing this.
Yeah.
Both, I should say.
Okay,
Most of them.
so we've got a game. Oh, hold on. End of rundown. We have added several songs to the playlist just on this episode alone. We are going to be partying outside of the New York Red Bull Decision Day game. The decision for them will be how to spend their off season, but we will be deciding where we're going to.
Also, what we want to do during our off season, probably.
Yeah, but we'll be in the playoffs, at least for one
For a
game.
minute.
For a minute. But we're gonna be outside the game, so come say hi, and then we're gonna run the. Who was that, Ben?
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, everybody.
You're not sorry.
We're gonna run.
I had a lot of fried food at the old Renfest.
Ye old.
Yeah.
We're gonna run the half marathon on the 19th of October. Okay. End of rundown. Let's
The royal we.
Let's
Nailed it. Jinx.
Let's talk about Orlando is our next second to last game of the regular season. We are playing away next Saturday.
I feel like historically we have not been great there.
Well, okay, so we can talk about that. I think last year Orlando was a pretty strong team. I think I'm kind of drawing a blank on last year. The year before was where we kept like giving up games to Orlando. Most notably, the Molino 4-3 loss late in the season, like kind of around
Futural
this time.
circle of honor, Kevin Molino.
Yeah,
Gave that boy his flowers.
But then we went down, and we've talked about this before. We went down away in the playoffs,
right?
Before the conference semifinals, and we beat them in stoppage time or extra time.
Right.
Yeah.
Orlando was a team that at some point this season was hitting like a high. And it will happen pretty much exactly the same time as Nashville. Nashville was a little later. They were like unstoppable for a while. Earned a ton of points. And lately they have been...
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
About the same as they've been following us down all with us round after round down the table. And the only win they have in the last 4 games is against Nashville, which only have beaten Montreal in the last 4 weeks. Okay. So we're talking about like a team that is also struggling. They did get a tie today against Cincinnati, which is a good thing because that hurts
was that
Cincinnati
in
chance.
Kentucky or was that in Florida?
In Kentucky.
That was in Kentucky. Yep.
And they've their last 5 games, they've only had 1 home game, which is the one they won. So they lost away to Inter Miami. They lost away to Galaxy. They tied DC. Also, DC is a U10 girls soccer team. They're very, very bad.
Yeah.
And then they just tied. So
yeah,
they
know how Galaxy started the season.
Yeah. Yeah. And Galaxy's playing well. So they've been traveling a bunch, but.
Okay. All right. Well, so we're going to do our predictions. Before we do, we need to correct the record. Last week, we said there were no correct predictions from the listeners. Meanwhile, we spent several minutes talking about Paco, separate topic. We were unable to bridge that gap. Paco correctly predicted was it the Toronto?
The 1-1.
1-1. So apologies to you, Sir Paco. Mr. Taco, as they say.
Tacos to go.
So congrats to him on his first prediction of this round. Correct.
Our only correct prediction currently in the fight for the final battle of giveaway.
Yep.
Give it away. Give it. Okay, so Morgan, how is our predictions table doing?
I can't know how to hear any more about tables.
So, with the results of last week, obviously nobody got the correct score. However, Mars, you predicted a boring 0-0. So it means you get 1 point for having the correct number of goals for the crew.
Macho man. Yeah.
And I was looking at that and I was thinking, okay, you're going to be closing in. Are you going to get out of wearing the jersey, whatever else? Yeah. But then Ben get 1 point because he was the only one that predicted that will go and lose.
Okay.
Yeah. So that means that in the top, there's no change. Haas is in the lead with 24 points. I'm in the second place with 20 points. Ben have 16 points. And Mars have 13 points. And Trey has 19 points.
Okay, so I'm only back. If I can get 3 points on Ben in the next 2 games, plus playoffs, because those do count.
One more game.
I could avoid
crew
wearing the jersey next year. Okay. All right. And the stakes are the loser has to wear the Austin jersey to the opening home match next season.
Cool.
Okay. All right, so are you guys ready to do your predictions for the Orlando game? All right, let's talk about D's next
I don't know. I thought I was.
You got to think about that.
I'm already sweating.
Man, I don't even know. Like,
Buckle up, Buttercup.
My tongue is sweating.
I'm not good at doing things.
You're dumb.
First up, we've got Ben, who says 2-1 Lapa loss in Tickle Mickey Stadium in Borlano. That's concrete and made up. It's made up.
I've been to this stadium. Yeah. I'm going to try to find when I post a gif of at least someone just yelling the name of the city. Like Chicago, I got.
Yeah.
Chicago. Anytime I see that, that's what happens in my head. It's like,
you have ruined my life.
100%.
It should just be from the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon, the musical.
Yeah.
Orlando.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mort, you say Wipeout. Orlando 3-1 crew. Orlando 3-1 crew. Sorry, you know what I'm saying, right? I'm just reading what you're saying. It's just a flesh wound. Also, your mother is a hamster, and your father smells of elderberries.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
And I fought in your general direction. I love that movie so much.
Let's see. Trey, you say 1-2 crew get back on track in the swamp-ass capital of the Sunshine State.
It's the Sunshine State? They call it the Sunshine State?
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I did used to live there.
They don't call it the Burn Books thing.
All right.
Rabble.
Haas, you say 1-1 Jones?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Dewan.
No, you didn't say Jones.
That would have been nice.
Man, it's good we got rid of that guy. Right?
I wish you were funnier. Where is he at?
San Jose or San Diego? San Jose.
One of them sands.
San Juan. All right. Let's see. And I said
it's so no crickets.
No crickets. All right.
Broke my San Jose. He's at San Jose.
Okay.
I said 1-2. I'll be safe and warm. What does 1 bot say?
Prediction: Columbus Crew will beat Orlando City 2-1 because glitter fades, but grit doesn't. He loves grit, by the way.
Sounds like a corporate douchebag.
Yeah, 100%. I hope this prediction finds you well.
Glitter fades?
Glitter fades.
Respectfully, cordially.
Punk album.
Expedition.
I'm just gonna say, if you've ever given
forever.
No,
glitter stays.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you've ever given your kids glitter, it never fades. Yeah. It's always there.
I hate it so much.
It's terrible.
All right. And 2-1 bot keeps going and saying Orlando will come swaggering in with sunshine, confidence, and theme park energy, but Columbus will treat it like another hard hat Friday shift on a Saturday. In the 16th minute, Wessam Abu Ali will rise up and head home the opener.
Not gonna happen.
I don't know. That'd
Reminding
be
Orlando
tight.
defenders that Midwest gravity hits harder. Orlando will answer back with a flashy equalizer, maybe even with a cartwheel celebration, but the crew won't blink.
That should be mid-east.
Was the cartwheel celebration? Did you put that in there?
Nope.
Okay.
But the crew won't blink. They'll just quietly reload.
Gross.
Okay, gross.
It's not very quiet.
Then in the 80th, Diego Rossi, more likely,
Not gonna
will
happen.
curl in the winner
Maybe.
with the kind of calm precision that makes you wonder if he's secretly playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. The Nordic will erupt. I don't know where they are. Orlando purple confetti will fall flat, and the crew will keep rolling.
Did you use that old Apple like simple text application for this? So, like, remember that one?
I never use any of the electronic stuff. It scares me. to death.
But he has a moral too, or he, I guess, she.
Don't give it a gender.
Moral. Orlando has fireworks. Columbus have finishers. Finishers. Finishers? What can I say this?
Hey, lap a line and holler at your boy.
Finishers.
Fishers. Anal fishers. Shout out Aces.
It's like the neck thing.
Finishers.
That's what it was.
Finishers. Okay.
don't.
Moral. Orlando has fireworks. Columbus have finishers.
Okay.
I
God
prefer
damn it.
fishers.
They kind of
We
said
have
the same
a
thing about
finisher.
Drake and like, right?
Started from the bottom, now
got
we're
the
here.
same kind of construction. Whatever. All right, 2-1, Bob. Whatever you say.
Yeah.
I agree. I think the score will also be 1-2.
terrible.
Crew win.
Yeah, we're real bad.
Yeah.
Want me to build all of this prediction into a Crew Revenge Tour 2025 storyline so each one ties together like a running saga?
I just want us to keep playing so our off season is not so long.
Yeah.
That's my only hope.
Last year was wild.
My only
It's like,
hope.
what do you want to talk about? I don't know.
Yeah. Word of the year will be out in like 6 weeks.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, so we got a week till Orlando. Then we have a week off for international break. Then we have decision day where we decide how we're going to spend our off season.
Right.
Okay. And yeah, I guess we won't be going to that game, so we'll all be listening to the Apple announcers, and it's going to be great.
Cool.
It's going to be
So what
super
game?
great.
Which game? Orlando?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
October
No, no, no.
20th in front of the stadium.
Yeah. We're going to be.
October 18th.
October 18th in front of the stadium.
Also, October 20th.
October 20th in
Throwing
front of the
up.
stadium. It's October
We're in front
20th.
of it right
We
now.
will
Come hang
still
out.
be there.
We will perish on the 18th, and our bodies and remains will be there until cleared out by the authorities. Okay, all right, guys, 2 more games. We can do this. I think we can do this. We can beat
Those
Orlando.
partidos.
They're middling. Rossi's going to be back. Zawadzki's going to be back. Big, beautiful. Everything is computer. It's going to be great. It's going to be, your head's going to spin 2-1. I support this. We'll talk next week. Until then, go Crew.
I love you.
Thanks everyone for joining the club. We hope you'll listen next week and every week, even in the off season, to celebrate or commiserate. We'll save you a seat. If you like this podcast, please give us 5 stars and subscribe. You can email us at upper90clubpod@gmail.com. That's upper90clubpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at upper90clubpod. Go Crew! I was just 1 second too slow when you said Russell Rowan for Gas Dog to say that's an unlike or dislike for dislikes.